So hey guys, welcome to another DCO AI REFORGER video. It's been a while. Uh, BI had a new update boiling and finally released, and it broke our last work. So we had to rework everything, rebuild, and I think we're actually at a better place. We've learned a lot since before the update. We got some new tools, and this is getting pretty damn good already at this point. So what we removed or had to remove was the squad behavior, squad tactics, and skill systems. Some of the skill systems. So we rebuilt most of the individual behavior. So that means idle take cover, danger reactions, morale systems, danger reactions, um, are rebuilt, and it's phenomenal at this point. It's scarily good. Um, on top of this, BI added some, flanking behavior and a little bit better pathfinding. Sadly, they haven't done anything with the most important stuff, which is for the AI to actually recognize different types of cover. So the cover logic is not good, or it's better than Arma 3, but they don't recognize sandbags from a tree or from a bush. They For them a bush seemed to be as equal as a sandbag, and well, maybe it seems like they sometimes prefer the rocky walls and so on. It's hard to tell, but I see them very much often at these fences over here, thinking that that's solid cover and that gets them killed. So yeah, that's it. We got the morale system worked up, which is very good right now. They are, if, reacting to pressure, and if they're stressed, they will take cover more, and they will be very careful about peeking up if they're suppressed, so they survive a lot better. The interactions are also making them dodge for cover, like immediately if they take shots. They have better perception, so they will be very sharp seeing you and then engaging you if they see you. They will investigate and chase you, and they will move towards where there is gunfire. It's just amazing at this point. I can't wait to get to the squad level where we implement the tactics. Oh, and I forgot to mention that we have implemented CF by or CF by like mechanics. For those who doesn't know what it is, it's a mechanic that makes the AI fire or zero in their shots. So when they start suppressing you and they have knowledge on you, they will gradually get better at aiming, and eventually they'll be, dead on. So if you double click one of the squads here, you can actually see that we set the aim improvement modifier, and that's how, that's the max aim improvements. So 5 times. That's extremely high. This is not the standard value. This is because these are special units or special forces or recon. I put them to high because I want them to be dangerous. And this is the max range improvement, which is it's how much this affect the aiming over distance. And the higher this value is, the more even the aim improvement will be over across the whole range. So if you lower it, the aiming improvement will be less gradual or more gradual. Yeah, one of the two. But yeah, so you should play around with it and see how effective they are, and they are scary. Um, Furthermore, we have yeah, we talked about morale, we talked about aiming, danger actions, and I think that's it for now. maybe if get reminded of something while watching, I'll mention it. So I'm gonna start the battle. It's gonna lag a little bit in the beginning because it's my computer and it's overheating pretty quickly. So the FPS is a little shitty. This will also influence the AI behavior a little bit, but it's still impressive. So now we have Blue 4 here. They're ready with about company size, small company. So we're sending in this group directly into the right flank with waypoints. The others will not have waypoints, so that means when these guys are getting contact, the the rest of the guys will actually get called in and they will start engaging um, based on shared information and listening to gunshots. I'll talk about the future, what we're going to do next after this while we're playing it. So let's see. Goes so immediately these groups here will start taking cover and then start moving towards their waypoints. So the enemy is sitting in the trenches over here. I put defense waypoints on here because we don't have the tactic system now. With the tactic systems, these guys would be hold their position automatically as base. You can actually no, sorry, you can set them into a defensive stance. Let's enjoy the show. You can see that they're taking shots. They're very good at taking cover, and they adapt to the cover type. So they will try to hide behind the cover as good as they can. Not perfect, but it's way better. So they have like a little squad in here, I guess. It's a sniper team. He sees that guy. So if they get shot like he did now, they should take cover or they should go prone, but there's some issue with it. We can't seem to make it work, but if they get hit behind cover, they should be taking cover. Yeah, he bled out. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that we have a reload system, so they will actually pick up weapons to rearm themselves. If they can find like ammo from their own weapon, they will try and go for that. If not, they're gonna pick up either a friendly or an enemy weapon. So you can sometimes see friendlies with an AK. They use much more grenades now, and that's pretty scary. I did forget to mention suppression, and suppression is extremely important now. It will control or influence the team's morale a lot, and their aim improvement. So the CFY system I talked about earlier will be influenced. So their aim improvement will be slower. So that's. You see, this guy's morale is a little lower, so he will gradually start pulling back. He's trying to hide like a dead body. One thing that we haven't fixed that I said earlier or BI hasn't fixed, is that they can still shoot through grass, which is very annoying. Very, very annoying. So be careful, they will suppress you through grass. And there's nothing we can do about it right now. And also they will suppress you based on knowledge. Oh, died. These guys really pushed up aggressively. Oh, that's the recon team. Oh, he threw a grenade at him. Ah, he shouldn't have stopped shooting. You see they're gradually increasing pressure. They're kind of stuck here in the open. It's different every time. We have a special forces team that also flanks up on the side there. They're getting held by these positions. And we have a special forces team that is pushing up here. Only two guys left. Op 4 has reinforcements back at the harbor here. And they have a flank support up on this hill. And right now there is no targets because everyone is moving on down the center. Sometimes they move over here. It's random every time. You'll never see the same battle. Okay. In my second video after this one, I will show you guys in first person how it feels, and how it feels to be on the enemy side. I'm gonna make a video on attacking as well, because it's very scary getting attacked by these guys. Very, very scary. So you see that sometimes they don't see the target. They still suppress it. Because if they get they share information about the target, they will actually open up without visual contact. That's why you can sometimes hear them firing from the other side of the map almost. It's very hard to control the information sharing, I think. Uh, I'm not entirely sure how Richard has made it. Um, but sometimes I see MG start firing at the other side of the map and firing through forest and shit. It's not accurate though, so it's not really a huge issue. But it can be a little bit annoying. Let's see how the Russians are doing. They are gradually feeling this pressure. Yeah, you see, they're suffering. Pretty much taking down the whole trench line here. Now the right flank is coming from this position to reinforce. We have two guys lying in the trench here. They're feeling the pressure. Yeah, as you see, they're not really prioritizing cover well. Like for the defenders, it's kind of a shitty thing. Oh, the special forces guys are actually taking out the defenses here. I'm not sure if wounds are actually affecting morale right now, but it will in the future. Morale, fatigue, all this stuff. We even have combat fatigue, so when a unit has been fighting for a very long time, their morale will gradually drop. Okay, so Blue 4 is gradually pushing up. That was an RPG. Okay. So sometimes because we don't have the squad system running now, uh, the individuals will follow vanilla behavior. And so what you see with the movement basically is just vanilla, except for them pushing in when they investigate. Most of the stuff here is vanilla when it comes to where they're going to move, like waypoints. I'm sorry about the hammering, that's the neighbor. So let's take a look down here, see how they move. They have reached the forest now, obviously. And yeah, they took down the whole trench. They eliminated everything. It's almost impossible to stop them, to be honest. Okay, so down they took the forest. And as you see these objectives, I mean the red ammo crates, if the blue 4 stays long enough on top of them, they will switch to blue 4. And they will switch to ammo for blue 4. This is actually good objectives for us, like objective, how to say, um, yeah, objectives that the blue 4 can target and capture. Something I thought about making a little logic for. So an area is actually captured when all of these are captured. That could be a good way to get like some kind of objective system. Right. I don't know how long they need to be on one of these to be actually capturing it. I think it's maybe a minute or so. We still have friendlies alive here. He bled out. No, he came back. One poor guy over here. It's the only one left. That has a weapon, that is. And we have special forces again, so... What about this group? Oh, it's not coming. Oh, that's weird. Maybe he's stuck. I suspect the squad leader is stuck. Yeah, he is. Sometimes that can happen, guys. Like if they get stuck in trees and so on, they'll get stuck there. That's also probably why they're losing a little faster. Oh, we have. We actually have. No, they're all gone. So the next group that's gonna be defending now is the special forces group over here. And as you see, they actually took my sandbags here, which is interesting. I should probably not investigate. I got instantly killed. Guys, you have never seen an AI like this in an open world game. This is incredibly sharp. How they move is, I don't know. You, how can you not be impressed? They're using cover. They're targeting properly. They're using grenades. They're suppressing. The only thing we lack now is bounding Overwatch and tactical behavior for the on the squad level. And yeah, we need CQB, better CQB. They're going into buildings, but it's not really impressive. They don't know that they're in the building. That's the problem. Oh shit, there's a guy in it. Oh, he killed him. Damn. It's a little slow to actually to see him sometimes. They don't know where to watch inside buildings. But it's way better than any other game in my honest opinion, unless you have an AI which is like predefined or that is using nav mesh in or nodes inside the buildings. Yeah, special forces team are holding out so far. Our hilltop defense is holding. Somebody popped a smoke in their face. Smart. Blue 4 still has a couple of teams hanging back. So yeah, maybe I should talk a little bit about the squad behavior that comes are coming for the future updates. So squad tactics mainly. So squad tactics will be having, see, let's say 4 or 5 tactics. So the first one is basically move to contact. And actually, before I talk about the squad tactics, I want to talk about the squad identifier, which will identify types of squads. And each squad will have their own kind of behavior based on their kit. So if they have anti-tank, they will be behaving like an anti-tank team, or they actually will be prioritized to engage vehicles and entrenchments. Um, if groups are, having a machine gun group, like if you have 1 or 2 um, saws, or like s- a couple of MGs in the group, it will be defined as an MG group, and that means the group becomes a support or support by fire group, and so on. Regular infantry, assault groups, and so on. So why do we have the squad identifier? Well, it's going to define the tactics they're using and how they implement the tactics. And later, when we get to the, I call it task force level, or maybe easier to say platoon level, the platoon leader is going to know which squad is what, and that's going to affect how the platoon leader gives orders and what taskings, or what task this platoon leader is um, giving to the squads. Oh, that's explosive rounds, man. Oh shit, they managed to suppress him. Ah, they actually got the gunner. Oh shit. I think some of these guys are actually bleeding to death because they're hitting the, the barbed wire. That's something that BI should definitely look into. I see a lot of them is actually hitting the barbed wire, and that's why they run around bloody and they die early. And that's not fair. Right, so I was talking about the squad behavior, and we talked about the group identifier, and that means if there it is a regular infantry group, we'll have 4 or 5 types of tactics for infantry. So we'll have move to contact. We will have 60 seconds of hell, which is basically they'll be defending for 60 seconds, and the reason for this is to gain fire superiority and suppress the hell out of the enemy wherever wherever it is. And then after 60 seconds, or during the 60 seconds, the group will evaluate how much pressure is being poured at them. And based on the pressure, so if there's no pressure, the group will continue forward towards the enemy and engage the nearest average enemy position, or the most threatening enemy based on a threat assessor. And if the pressure is high, the group will stay and hold cover and defend and continue suppressing until they either get reinforced, or they take too much losses that they will actually pull back and withdraw. And if they withdraw, they will withdraw away from the enemy. And later, hopefully, I will make something called replenishment. So if there are any groups that are scattered or are in small number, they will move together and they will merge into a new group. Um, if they don't withdraw, they can also bypass. So, for example, if you have a recon team and they have contacts like this, um, they will actually try and avoid the contact and move around it in order to get to their objective. So bypassing is for recon mainly, but if there are enemies or threats that are way too high in order for a squad to be able to defeat it, they will actually try and avoid contact and move around it. Um, we're also thinking about like when they push into contact, they may also assault, and the assault behavior is we're still discussing it. We thought about having a fire team with the support weapons do uh, do the support fire, and then a couple of riflemen will move in and flank and try to eliminate the enemy with the grenades and so on. If we don't do that, we're probably just gonna make the whole group push in, and then we're gonna have another group actually supporting with suppression, um, and do it that way. Um, why not both? I don't know. It's gonna be based on time, how much time it's gonna take to program. Um, yeah, they took over the hill here as well now, and I think all the enemies are eliminated except this guy. It's one guy left. One guy. Sad. And you see they capture these objectives now. It's become US. I don't know how long they need to stay on the cache, but you see it's changed to American flag. So now if you go into this now, you'll have American weapons. I wish some of there were more fighting in CQB, so maybe I'm gonna try and set up for that for the next test. So yeah, the next test I'm gonna join as an American in the attack and see how that feels. Um, Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you on video 2 and 3.